Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and whichever time you're watching this, welcome to SSC and welcome to the fourth day of Static GK Quiz Show, in which we shall discuss country and capitals, riverbanks and cities, Nobel Prize, books and authors, and national parks. Except the Nobel Prize, all other four topics are the continuation of the previous topics. Nobel Prize will be the new. So let us proceed. There are total of 25 questions, and I request you all to participate in the quiz and write your answers in the live chat box. You will get 10 seconds after each question. So let us proceed. You can get the PDF of this entire series and that too printable, by which you can revise the entire lessons taught here in just rupees 300. For that you need to send a message to 77970 58659, as you can see on the screen. So let us proceed. So the first topic is countries and capital, and it's the continuation from the day 2 session. The first question: Dakar is the capital of which country? The options are on the screen and your time begins now. Please write. Dakar is the capital of which country? Ethiopia, Belarus, Senegal, or Burkina Faso? The time is over. Dakar is the capital of Senegal. Senegal, which is a country in Africa, and Dakar is its capital, and CFA franc is the currency of Senegal. So Senegal, Dakar, France. Okay, Senegal, Dakar, France. You can just CFA franc, you can remember in this way. Next, what is the currency of Sudan? The options are on the screen and your time begins now. Currency of Sudan. The time is over. The correct answer to this question is pound. Sudan, it's a country in Africa, and its capital is Khartoum, and its currency is pound. Okay, so the currency of Sudan is pound. Next question: what is the currency of Mauritius? The options are on the screen, and your time begins now. Mauritius. Mauritian dollar, dinar, rupee, or rial. Well, the time is over. The correct answer to this question is Mauritian rupee. Mauritius is a country in Africa. Its capital is Port Louis and the currency is Mauritian rupee. Okay, remember the capital as well. Next, Victoria is a capital of which country? Victoria. Okay, the options are on the screen and your time begins now. Victoria. Please write the answers. The correct answer to this question is Seychelles. Okay, so Victoria is the capital of Seychelles. Seychelles is a country in Africa, and the currency of Seychelles is Seychelles rupee. Okay, so Victoria is a city in Australia as well, but Victoria is the capital of Seychelles. Okay, Australia's capital is Sydney. So this is it. Let's go to the next question. What is the capital of Central African Republic? Capital of Central African Republic. The options are on the screen and your time begins now. Capital of Central African Republic. The time is over. The capital of Central African Republic is Bangui and its currency is CFA franc. Okay, so Bangui is the capital of Central African Republic. So this is it. Now we complete country's capital and currency. Now we move on to river and cities, and it's a continuation from day 1 session. The first question: which city is situated at the confluence of Ganga, Yamuna, and Saraswati? The options are on the screen and your time begins now. Ganga, Yamuna, and Saraswati. On its confluence, which city is situated? The time is over. The correct answer to this question is Allahabad, which we better know by the name Prayagraj. Okay, so Prayagraj is the city situated on the confluence of these three rivers. Next question: Badrinath is situated in which river's bank? The options are on the screen and your time begins now. Badrinath. It's a holy place in Uttarakhand, and it is situated in which river's bank? The correct answer to this question is Alaknanda River. Okay, so on the bank of Alaknanda River, Badrinath is situated. Next, Kanpur in Uttar Pradesh is situated on which river's bank? Kanpur. The options are on the screen. Your time begins. Ganga, Mahanadi, Yamuna or Godavari? Kanpur. The time is over. The correct answer to this question is Ganga. Kanpur is on Ganga's river bank. Which river is known as Ganga of the South? Your time begins now. Ganga of the South. Godavari, Narmada, Kaveri or Yamuna? The time is over. The correct answer to this question is Godavari. Godavari is known as Ganga of the South, and there is another river called Kaveri, and Kaveri is known as Dakshin Ganga. Okay, basically the meaning of these both are same, but then by popularity, Ganga of South is Godavari and Dakshin Ganga is Kaveri. Okay, so this is it. The last question from this section: Jabalpur in Madhya Pradesh is situated in which river's bank? Jabalpur. Your time begins now. Ganga, Mahanadi, Yamuna or Narmada? So the time is over. The correct answer to this question is Narmada. So Jabalpur is a city in Madhya Pradesh situated on Narmada river's bank. Now we complete cities and rivers. Now we go to Nobel Prize. So Nobel Prize. The first question. Who was the first Asian to win Nobel Prize? First Asian to win the Nobel Prize. The options are on the screen and your time begins now. First Asian. The correct answer to this question is Rabindranath Tagore, who won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1913, becoming the first Asian and the first Indian to win the Nobel Prize. So, Rabindranath Tagore. Ronald Ross was the first Indian born to win Nobel Prize. Okay, Mother Teresa had won Nobel Peace Prize in 1979, and C.V. Raman had won Nobel Prize for Physics in 1930. So, remember this. Next. Nobel Peace Prize is given in which country? The options are there and your time starts. Nobel Peace Prize, remember it? It is given in which country? So Nobel Peace Prize, it is given in Norway. All other prizes, there are 6 Nobel Prizes, and out of those, physics, chemistry, medicine, literature are awarded in Sweden. Okay, physics, chemistry, medicine, economics, and literature. Whereas Nobel Peace Prize, it is awarded in Norway. Next, who gives the Nobel Peace Prize in physiology or medicine? The options are there, and your time begins now. Columbia University, Yale University, Oxford or Karolinska Institute. Nobel Prize for Medicine. The time is over. The correct answer is Karolinska Institute, which is in Sweden. It is the one which gives Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine. Next. When was Nobel Prize established? The options are there and your time starts. When was Nobel Prize established? Or you can also say when were the first Nobel Prizes awarded? The correct answer is 1901. Now the last question in this series is, in this section is, Alfred Nobel, who established Nobel Prizes, is the inventor of what? Alfred Nobel was an inventor. He invented what? He invented atom bomb, dynamite, radium or electric bulb. So the time is over. Alfred Nobel invented dynamite. Okay, Alfred Nobel is the inventor of dynamite. So this section is also over. Now we come to books and authors, and it's the continuation from the day 3 session. The first question: who wrote the famous book Merchant of Venice? I think you all know the answer. Merchant of Venice. Who wrote it? William Wordsworth, William Shakespeare, Mark Twain, or George Orwell? The time is over. The correct answer to this question is William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare won Merchant of Venice. Next, who wrote Origin of Species? Origin of Species. This also is a pretty easy one. Charles Darwin, Robert Frost, Karl Marx, or Dante? So the Origin of Species was written by Charles Darwin. Okay, next. Mahatma Gandhi wrote which book? Mahatma Gandhi, the options are there. The time begins. My experiments with freedom, experiments with British, with Swaraj, or experiments with truth. The time is over. The correct answer is My Experiments with Truth. Okay, it's a book written by Gandhiji. Next question. The novel Time Machine is written by whom? Time Machine. The options are there, and your time begins now. Time Machine. H.G. Wells, Tony Robbins, Anthony Hopkins, or C.A. Campbell. The time is over. It was written by H.G. Wells, a pretty famous novel. Next. Raghuvamsa, Avigya Sakuntalam, and Sakuntala are the books written by whom? The options are there, and your time begins now. Raghuvamsa, Avigya Sakuntalam, and Sakuntala. The time is over. The correct answer to this question is Kalidasa. It was written by Kalidasa. Next, we have national parks to discuss. The first question is Ansi, Bandipur, Kudremukh, Nagarhole, and Bannerghatta are the national parks of which state? The options are there, and your time begins now. Ansi, Bandipur, Kudremukh, Nagarhole, and Bannerghatta are national parks of which state? The correct answer is Karnataka. Okay, so all these five national parks are of Karnataka: Ansi, Bandipur, Kudremukh, Nagarhole, and Bannerghatta. Next, Annamalai, Mudumalai, and Gwendi are the national parks of which state? The options are there. Your time starts. Annamalai, Mudimalai, and Gwendi are the national parks of which state? The time is over. The correct answer to this question is Tamil Nadu. Okay, Tamil Nadu. Next, how many national parks are there in India as of October 2022? So presently there are how many national parks in India? Your time begins now. 100, 120, 106, or 150. The time is over. The correct answer to this question is 106 national parks are there, existing national parks as per the National Wildlife Database, May 2022. So the second last question, which are the four national parks of Gujarat? The options are there, and your time begins. Gir Vansta Marine Blackbuck, Kaziranga Manas Raimona Nameri, Kana Madhav Pench Panna, Gwindi Anamalai Mukurthi Mudumalai. So the time is over. The correct answer is Gir, Vansta, Marine, and Blackbuck. Okay, these are the only four national parks of Gujarat: Gir, Vansta, Marine, and Blackbuck. The other options: Kaziranga, Manas, Raimona, and Navmeri. Please write in the answer. Please write in the comment. It is Assam's. And Kanha, Madhav, Pench, and Panna. They are the national parks of Madhya Pradesh. And the option D, Gwindi, Anamalai, Mukurthi, and Mudumalai, we just saw they are from Tamil Nadu. Okay, so this is it. The last question, which is the smallest national park in India? Smallest one. The options are there, and your time begins now. The last question. Smallest national park in India. The time is over. The correct answer is the longest one, which is the South Button Island National Park, Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So this is the smallest national park in India. Okay, Naam Bade Darshan Choti, or we can see like this. So this is it. Let us revise the entire session quickly. First of all, we learned that Dakar is the capital of Senegal, whose currency is CFA franc. Currency of Sudan is pound, and capital of Sudan is Khartoum. And then we learned Mauritius currency is Mauritian rupee, whose capital is Port Louis. We learned Victoria is the capital of Seychelles. We learned that the capital of Central African Republic is Bangui, whose currency is CFA franc. And then coming to river and cities, we learned that on the confluence of Ganga, Yamuna, and Saraswati, it is Prayagraj or Allahabad situated. Badrinath is on the bank of Alaknanda River. Kanpur is in Ganga River's bank. Ganga of the south is known as Godavari, and Dakshin Ganga is the Kaveri. Jabalpur is situated in the bank of Narmada. And then we learned about Nobel Prizes. The first Asian to win the Nobel Prize was Rabindranath Tagore. And then we learned Nobel Peace Prize is given by Norway. All other prizes are given by Sweden. And then Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine is given by Karolinska Institute in Sweden, and the Nobel Prize was established in 1901. And then we learned that Alfred Nobel, who was the establisher of Nobel Prizes, was the inventor of dynamite. Coming to books and authors, we learned that Merchant of Venice is written by William Shakespeare. Origin of Species is written by Charles Darwin. Mahatma Gandhi wrote My Experiments with Truth. Novel Time Machine, it is written by H.G. Wells, and Raghuvam Saviki Sakuntalam and Sakuntala are the books written by Kalidasa, the 5th century poet. So coming to national parks, Ansi Bandirpur, Kudremukh, Nagarhole and Bannerghatta are the national parks of Karnataka. And then we learned that Annamalai, Mudumalai and Gwendi are Tamil Nadu's national park. And then we learned there are a total of 106 national parks in India. And then the 4 national parks of Gujarat are Gir, Vansta, Marine and Blackburg. And in the end, we learned that the smallest national park is South Batten Island in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. You can get the PDF of this entire series by enrolling in the Static GK series, for which you need to send a message to 77970586589. So this is it. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to SSC Second. Bye bye.